Hello, my friends. I'm gonna get a little spicy today, but I want to do the level of spice that is somewhat less intimidating. Not the super spicy, just the spicy. But I'm not going to use all of the colors from here, but I want to use this color. That is absolutely speaking to me. So this particular shade right now, it's not that I love the formula. I don't want you to have to run out and get this very spicy price formula. What I do love is that this is basically my skin color. Do you see this? So notice I'm not applying it on my lid. I'm just going to apply it through my socket towards my brow bone. And then I'm basically starting with my skin tone. I mean, look at that. It's pretty wild. I'm going to take an E29 brush. I'm just going to tap and start to smooth that out. Don't worry about your lid. If it gets on the lid, that's okay, but we don't really need it there. But again, if you can just find even a eyeshadow stick or a liquid shadow in your perfect skin tone, that is something to look out for because it can be really helpful. By the way, my skin is back to its normal state. We are all good to go. No more weird bumps on my eyelids. Never again. Oh, chaos. All better now. In fact, my skin just feels so good. So now we're gonna grab our Patrick Ta palette and I'm grabbing this shade. And I'm grabbing a smaller brush because I want to sculpt the eye. This isn't going to be a cut crease at all. You're thinking, yes, it is. It's not, but I wanted to add some sculpt first. So I'm going to keep packing this on. Packing is when you press, and when you press and you pack like this, you get more pigment out of the shadow. You might have a little fallout. That's to be expected with the technique, but you're going to get the most out of the pigment when you press like this. And you also have more control. By swiping, I'm going to start to diffuse, and that's not what I'm after. So I want to build that sculpt and that color, and then I just kind of connect it here. And it really doesn't have to be perfect because you'll see in a little while. Now I want to keep the definition. Okay, so it might look unblended, but it's kind of more of a graphic situation. But just to ever so lightly smooth and add just a little bit of color. This is actually one of my favorite colors from the palette. If I could buy this individually, this is the one I would purchase over and over again. So we're gonna take that and we want it on a fluffier brush because we want a more diffused application. So we're gonna grab the E29 and I'm just going to lightly tap. I don't really want to blend, I just want to smooth. Blending and smoothing are just two different things. Go all the way around, we can always do something else there. I'm picking up some more of the shade, tiny amount. Ooh, so tiny. And I'm just taking that and tapping. See how that's just a little bit more melted in than that side. Now we're gonna take this green Kiko Milano liner. I know, this is horrifying. We're going places. We're not sure where, but we're going places. Okay, just throw it on. And then I'm gonna take my E27, which I lightly wiped off because I don't want the brown. And I'm just gonna tap the top part of that and make sure it's, and then I can even come from underneath just to make sure that it's in my lash line really nicely. And then just tap that across. Where we're at is very scary, but do remember that this is all about to get covered with a shimmer. And you know what shimmers do? They hide things. So listen, I didn't plan on doing this, but I want more negative space. I want more of my skin tone to peek through because as you can see, I have it on the back of my hand. The green's wildly pigmented, but it's still not, see how you can still see a bit of my skin peeking through? I want to just give a little bit more of that. So I'm taking my cellar water. Remember how I said there was nothing on our lid, so we're good. And I just want to clean it up. I don't even worry too much about carving it. Just kind of make sure that I act like we're all gonna do this look. Well, you might. But if you do want to do something similar, all we're doing is making sure that our skin tone is nice and visible. Don't worry about cutting a crease, just clean up. Now, I think I'm gonna do this foundation today. This is the very dewy version. So there's a version that's gonna work for more skin types. But this one is the Hydra Glow. So you gotta like the glow if you're gonna give this one a go. So what I'm about to do is very, it's gonna be very scary. But the reason I'm going to do it, I'm going to explain it. So whenever my skin tone wears green eyeshadow, and this has quite a bit of yellow in it, what's going to happen is I'm going to put this foundation on. It's going to pull a little too yellow. It's going to look off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I can't show you what I'm using, but I'm going to add a smidgel of this underneath it. This is not clickbait. This is corrective. And I could just mix it in, but I actually find it's going to be a little bit easier this way. So what I'm going to do is I can at least show you this, okay? I'm going to take that on a C41, which is the fluffier brush. This is going to be wild. Please do not think I would ever teach you something that isn't actually going to help you. But I'm going to take this and I'm just going to apply this to the perimeter of my face. Now, if I didn't have on this color eyeshadow, I wouldn't even attempt to do this. And I get so afraid. I would be heartbroken to think that y'all would think I would teach you something that's just for views. I mean, that's not what we do here. So you'll see it's not that much. It's kind of like me after a run. But it's going to help so much. In fact, I'm going to show you the difference right now. So I'm going to post this, but I want y'all to be the first to see it. This is one of the prettiest shades of blush. Now it has a lot of white in it, so a little bit darker than my skin tone can definitely wear it, but they have beautiful shades for everybody. But this one in particular, look at this texture. It's so pretty. And it's just going to absolutely glow. It's almost neon. I'm gonna take some from this side. I love it. I still don't have my concealer on, by the way. And if I was doing a full coverage concealer, I would want to do the blush after because it would mostly get covered up. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's blend this in with our C41. I just thought this was going to be so pretty with the green, and it is. Isn't that pretty? And then your cheek just glows. I know we use the word glow a lot, but it's illuminated. It's lit from within. It's neon. Now I'm blending this out with my cream concealer brush. This is from the Essential Travel Set. I'll tag that for y'all, or link. Melty, melty. And I'm trying to decide, yeah, I think I'll highlight a little bit with it to the center. Now going back to the color correcting that we were doing earlier, so just in case, and to make sure that we don't enhance any pink or any red, we're gonna use a more translucent shade. This one's also Nakia Joy. So we're gonna take that and we're just gonna set like normal, but I just wanted to make sure that we're not heading to Flamingo Town, which we weren't, but this just makes sure of that. So no pink powder when I do this technique. Got another fun technique. One dot of the clear base, and what this is gonna do is gonna turn our pencil, remember the Kiko one, the green one, it's gonna turn it more into a liquid shadow, and it's gonna be able to slow down that dry time. It's not gonna mess with the wear time, but it's gonna slow down the dry time and make it more tacky for this. Remember that lid color? I wanted to put that underneath here. Fun times. Oh, this is pretty. Now, I'm not one that gets too wild over packaging, but this packaging is, that's elite. These are from Raquel Beauty. This lipstick shade is called Unique. And I wanted to do a peachy nude. Perfect. Ooh, these smell nice. I've definitely used these before, but I used a different color. I haven't used this color. Then I'm gonna line. This is also from Raquel Beauty. This is the shade Alignment. Just a little definition, but still in that peach-esque family. Then I'm gonna top that with this lip oil. This packaging, whoa. And oh, it's so pretty. But it's gonna have more color. than a regular lip oil, I can already tell. That's so pretty. That's exactly what I wanted. Don't you just love when you find the perfect lip? What you imagined? What you had envisioned? Okay, that's it for today. These eyes are so pretty, they're glowing. Oh, I love it. I love makeup so much. It's so much fun. If the stories ever upload, I'm having issues here, but I hope that they do. I'm having some issues. So if it feels like things are really spaced out, I was here doing it live, but I don't know what the heck happened. But yeah. Anyways, I love you all with all of my heart. I'm not sure if I'm going to post tonight because IG is being so strange, but we'll see. No matter what, I love you all so much.